Start with that. We extracted a promise from Xi Jinping not to give any more weapons to Iran. Now, I think your viewers know because they're sophisticated on it. But let me just run through the checklist. Every ballistic missile that Iran fires on Israel, on UAE, on Saudi Arabia,
What is that? Facebook? How about that? Though? We good. Do a favor. Fill that out. We good as long as I know we popped up. We good. Take one of them and fill it out. Hold it for me. We usually get started around 8:30. Good morning and welcome. Sometimes I may come on a little bit early, 5 or 10 minutes early, just to make sure all the settings are good. And sometimes there are people that like to be early, right? We call them the early bird people. The early bird people. So they may come on a little bit early and what have you, but 8:30 to 11:30 is what we like to see. Got about 7 more minutes here, and then we're gonna get started with the live stream. Usually want to run from 8:30 to 11:30 possible. So 8:30 we'll get started. And uh, uh, oh, I got you. Mm. Look like we got about 4 more minutes. We'll get started here. Give me 1 second. Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Guys, welcome to the second day here of live trading, streaming here on YouTube with Coach TV trading behind the eight ball. Day two live streaming. What's up, family? How you guys are doing out there? Welcome back to the day two of trading behind the eight ball. Of course, you know, I'm your host, Coach TV, and I want to welcome everyone back to the stream. If you were here yesterday for our launch, welcome back to the arena. If you're brand new today, welcome to the family. Go right ahead now, please, and smash that like button, hit subscribe, and click the notification bell so you will never miss a live session. Do me a quick favor right now. Share the link to the stream on your Twitter, your discourse, or with trading circles that you may know. Let's get the room filled up because the market is moving and we got data to break down. You know, data is the new gold. Remember that. Data is the new gold and attention is the new gold. Yesterday was incredible, but today we will establish a rhythm because this is day two. We're trying to get into that rhythm, that shooting rhythm, shooting threes. You know how that go. You already know how we do it here. We look at the charts, we track the institutional money, and we find our edge. Let's get into it. You know, the market context, it looks like we're having some pressure on the downward side today. Um, Yesterday, it pretty much neutral, if you will, yesterday, but today the market opened up down for whatever reason. And if any of you guys know the reason why, please tell me. Let's talk about the macro view before we dive into the intraday action. Every day we set up the charts, right? As you can see, we set these charts up every day. And what we want to do is make sure that we're following the trend, if you will. Let me make sure that this one here is the right chart here, real quick here. Tesla, shoot that one. There we go. This is the chart of Tesla right here, and these candles here will show you the movement of price on it intraday. Yesterday, this one is on a 15-minute candle, so you see a few days here. But if we go down to the 3-minute candle, 5 minute, let's go to the 5-minute candle. Then we get a good look at the pre-market. Look at where she's standing right now. Um, our job, you know, we're not here to guess because I told you before that we do no guessing here. We analyze uh, the chart and the technical support areas and price levels. We don't do any guessing. Um, we read the tape and understand where the market makers are hedging and execute precisely. Basically, we try to follow the market makers, the ones that's behind it, the hidden hand, if you will. And of course, you all know by now. You should. I like Tesla. Tesla is my buddy. I call it. Today, we're going to keep a hyper focus out on market sentiment and the key levels from yesterday's close. We got some specific price action developing this morning. And if you know how to read the structure, the setups are screaming at us. If you do not know how to read the structure, just continue to watch the stream because you will learn how to read the structure of the market and price action. So we're looking at this from yesterday. Um, Looks like Tesla closed around 408.94, and it's dropped overnight and in the morning session pre-market, and she's down to around 405.67 as we speak. Let's break down the chart though. Look right here. You'll see this level here is going to be considered the high of the pre-market, right? At there, 410.30. That's the high of the pre-market, right? So far, the low is here. This is the low. So in this beige area right here, it represents the pre-market, right? It represents the pre-market. Post-market is here in the blue. The gray is the pre-market, right? So if you look here, the post-market, it just consolidated across post-market. And then when it got to the pre-market, which was this morning, it dropped down significantly. Well, let me see this wick here. I don't know if you guys can see it. If there's a wick right here in this candle, this 4 a.m. candle here, there's a wick that goes up to 411, 411.05, right? So we're going to keep that price in our mind. And if you have a hard time keeping that price in your mind, I suggest, write it down. Write it down. So we're going to write Tesla here. Tesla pre-market high 411.05. We want to keep that in mind. So far low, which is, pre-market low. So we're still in the pre-market until the market opens at 9:30 a.m., closes at 4 p.m. So because it haven't reached 9:30 yet, that's considered the pre-market. So in the pre-market, we're looking at this level right here at 404.50. So now you have a high of 411.05 and you have a low of 404.50, right? That's the high and the low. So between the high and the low, you're talking how much? Real quick, $7, right? $7. So in that $7, how can we make any money in that $7? There's $7 that's a spread, the price action moved between 411 and 405. So if the market is cyclical and it goes up and down, right? If it's moving between a $7 spread, as it moves one way or the other, whether it's up or whether it's down, how can you and I capitalize on that? And that's what I'm here to show you in the live stream. Just stick with it. Take your notes if you're brand new. If you're a seasoned tape reader, put some comments in the comment section, or jump in the chat if you have any questions. If you have any questions at all, I will be able to see it in the chat and try my best to respond to it. Right now, again, we're in the pre-market session. Yesterday, I was looking at Tesla and I saw significant volume defending this floor of the 405 area, right? Yesterday. So there's a lot of buyers and a lot of bulls that's going to be defending the floor, the low of the pre-market. You know, our low is around 450, right? There's going to be a lot of buyers there to defend that. Because we know that there's buyers there at that floor, if we see it, the stock price goes to that area, we understand the bulls is going to try to defend that area, and that's where we can capitalize on that $7 spread, because we can join right in on the buying to push the stock up into an upper boundary. If we know that there's a defense there that's going to buy the stock and push the stock up, we can join right along and start buying ourselves and ride the wave upward. And we may not make the whole $7, but if we made $1 or $2, I'm sure we would still be happy. The bear case, if the sellers break the floor, we know exactly where the institutional stops are sitting, and we'll look for the downside confirmation. The price yesterday high was about what, $422.14, right? The zero gamma level flip is 384.87. Write that down, because when it comes to the floor, we're looking at 384.87, the gamma flip. So people buy options on stocks. So you can trade options or you can straight trade stocks. We trade stocks. But here's the thing. The options on Tesla, the stock that we're trading, have influence or pressure on the way that the price action moves, whether it's going to go up today or go down today. Options, people that are trading options on Tesla, pressure the movement in the direction of the stock, meaning, okay, the stock can go two ways, right? Well, it can actually go three ways, but we're talking about up or down. Sometimes the stock goes sideways, but let's just talk about up or down, right? So if the stock price goes up or down, in that movement is where we make our money. So if the option market, even though we don't trade options here, but if it has a influence on the stock market that we're trading, wouldn't you want to look at the option market and see what it's doing, just to get an idea or an edge on which way the stock may move today? Researching more in depth to make the right decisions to minimize your mistakes on your trades? Yeah, I would want to do that. So that's what I do. So $384 is the gamma flip when it comes to respect to the option market. Meaning the gamma flip is if the stock goes down to 384.87 and breaks that level to go lower to say maybe 383 or 83.82, then that means the market makers, which is compared to institutional investors as well, they're going to have to hedge their bets and sell the stock themselves, which will then push the stock down even lower. That's why they call it a gamma flip, because it's now, if the stock was going up and down, and it's coming down and it breaks that level of 384, it flips the market to now down. It's no more up or down. It's going down now because everybody has to hedge their bets and minimize their risks. Meaning, if the institutional investor bought 1 million shares of Tesla at 384 and the stock is went up to 385, and then it comes back down and goes to 383, the person that bought it, the market maker or the institutional investors that bought it at 384, when it goes to 383, they're losing because they were buying it for it to go up. So before they lose too much, they have to sell and get out. By them selling and getting out, that's going to push the stock down because of supply and demand. So if there's a lot of demand for a stock and it's not that much supply on the stock, and that will cause the stock price to be higher. But if people are dumping the stock, selling it, the market makers are selling it, that means it's a lot of supply of the stock, which is going to make it cheaper. So then it'll go lower. So we look for those levels. We also look for the zero gamma level, the call wall, and the put wall. Now, I'm not going to get too much into options, but the call wall is just like going long, going on a bull side buying, and the put wall is going short on the bad side selling. So the call wall is 450 and the put wall is 350. So there's $100 range right there. And day traders is or we'll try to do is capitalize on the in between of the range. The movement of price between those ranges is where we gain our profits at. The weekly max pain, again, you're talking options. They have expiration dates on options, weekly and monthly, every Friday. So this particular Friday, May the 22nd, the max pain is at 422.50. Max pain is whether you're going long or going short, right? Doesn't matter. $422.50. Both sides are going to lose money. So the market makers, the designers, the hidden hand of the market want to see the price around 422.50 by Friday because they want everybody to lose money and so they can make money, right? That's the name of the game. We'll get more in depth to those situations later. But if you want to know right away my conversation and what I'm speaking about, pick up that book, man. Pick up Trading Stocks from Behind the Eight Ball. What, when, why, and how. You can pick that up right off the website. It's pretty easy. It's excuse me for that sound. That was beautiful. That was very nice. But the bottom line is you can pick up that book at TB. You wrote that down? TB. The number 8. And then ball, BALL.com. B8ball.com. I'm telling you right now, you read that book and you'll have just as much knowledge as I have when it comes to the market, because I put over 20 years of information into that book, spent 10,000 hours on research because it's been over time, and 2 years to write it. What does that mean? That means I had to write a masterpiece. I couldn't just write a book. I had to write a masterpiece. As an artist, we want our artwork to be beautiful, right? And sometimes it can take a long time in order for you to get it beautiful. You know why? Because you keep ripping the page up and balling it up and throwing it away. You're like, man, that ain't it, bubble blue. But then once you finally get it right, you can offer it to people. But really, the offering was to myself. I wrote the book to myself. If you want to have a piece of it, you can very well go get it. It's on sale right now. I should be selling it for $1,000, but it'd be nice. Give it to you for less than a pair of Michael Jordan tennis shoes. Again, I'm happy to have you guys here today on the second day of live streaming with Coach TB, trading behind the 8 ball. I want to welcome everyone back to the stream, those that were here yesterday. If you're new, Welcome to the family. Go ahead and jump in that chat because we're still in the testing phases and we want to make sure everything is working properly moving forward. Because you're gonna have to work out some type of kinks or what have you. It's 8:50 right now, and you got 40 minutes before the market open, and we're just gonna ease into some of the things we do, and that is just a little bit of research. We do a little research here and there on some of the stocks that we're looking at in the morning before the market opens up. Right now, I'm looking at a stock that's 35.04. It's AS. AS is the symbol. The stock symbol is AS. It's $34. And I don't know why I keep saying 34. Must be great and go down. 3504. That's what it is. 3504. It's got a large float, 151 million float, and then it's about a million in volume right now. Something like that, I would at least take a look at. Another one that I may take a look at is AGYS. AGYS. That's going to $90 right now, and that has not a lot of volume so far. 65K. Float is pretty decent at 25 million. It's not too bad, but 50. Let's see. And blah blah blah. That AGYS is up right now 30%. You can either be a bear or a bull, right? You have to make the decision. The beautiful thing about trading stocks from behind the eight ball with Coach TB, regardless of what you want to be, I can train you on either way. If you want to be a bull and go long on stock, or you want to short stocks and be a bear, either way, the strategy that I present is unisex. Or should I say universal? Sexy. How should I say that? Should I say unisex or universal sexy? My coaching, universal sexy. We're going to go with that. QUCY is something that's jumping up on the charts right now. You guys want to take a look at that? You can. It's QUCY. It's in the small cap arena, up over 1,543% right now. That is life changing percentages. Thing is, once you are trained properly or you have a good understanding, my strategy will allow you to catch stocks like that. You can catch a QUCY and make money off of those percentages. What does that mean? 1,543% up today. So, if you want to know how much money you could have made off of that, if you would have caught that this morning, just take a small number and say $1,000 times 1,500%. Pull out your calculator, and that will tell you what you would have made. And if you have the answer, I'd like you to put it in the chat. Put it in the chat if you have the answer. $1,000. $1,000 times uh there's the answer in the chat. You could have taken $1,000 and turned it into that right there in the chat had you been on the right team. All right, watch this. I got some couple stocks on my watch list. I can share them with you because you're on the live stream with Coach TB. And that is one of the benefits. You're going to get the right stock price, the right stock options, and the right stock picks, right? SMR is one of them. SMR. Okay. And then I have NXE. That's another one. This one is a big one. ASML, that is a company that creates the machines that makes the chips for NVIDIA and whoever else that want to make chips. That's a big one there. ASML. That's long term. You put it in your grandkids' name and you just let it ride, let them keep it. Cheap stock here, DNN. It's a mineral company. They digging up different minerals and selling them because we're trying to get away from China when it comes to depending on them for anything for the most part. That's the one thing I can say that um, I like that Donald Trump has done, and that is to try to get away from dependency upon other countries that live differently than we live. Because if you depend upon them, then one day they can come and take you over. That's for sure. May not happen during our lifetime, but we want to set things up so that our grandkids and the children that's left behind here or to come have a just as great place as we have today. So we're gonna bring back manufacturing to this country and start creating jobs for other people. There's a lot of college students that's coming out of college right now that cannot find a job. I don't think that that's cool. One of the richest countries on earth, we should be supplying the whole world. We should be needing workers, looking for workers. But a lot of them complaining about that. But I'm sure AI is going to help out with job creation and making sure that the percentages of students that graduate from college get jobs versus having a high percentage of those that do not get jobs. Um, Early this morning, we were looking at RUBI. It's $4.13 today. It's up 138%. Um, the small cap people they love these small caps, and if you are a small cap lover, then you're at the right place at the right time because I will be able to give you ideas on some of the small caps. The small caps are the cheaper stock. I usually deal on the larger cap side, the Teslas and the Nvidias and the Microsofts and the Googles. But there's a lot of money to be made if you know what you're doing in the small cap arena. The Russell 2000, AMST. Sometimes these things on the OTC market. However, look at this one here. AMST, $2.35. It's up 200% this morning. Volume at 67 million. The float is only 3.67 million. Wow, that is beautiful. See, this is a stock that once it runs up like it did this morning, maybe we can catch it on the way back down. We call that the fade. Why we call it the fade? Because it's fading back down. Like if you look at this chart right now, if you see on the blue section, it's almost like a straight line going across, right? That is considered consolidation, right? But then when it gets to the morning, guess what happened? It start fading. That's what we call the fade. It's coming down. If you can see my cursor, it's coming down. Let's make sure we're on the right thing here. Paraqueros, see my cursor now? See this consolidation right here, this straight line. Then when it gets to that particular time in the morning, 4 a.m., it starts fading down. So when a stock runs up like this here, it runs up, then we can catch the fade down. So you make money when the stock is going up, and you can make money when the stock is coming down. So if the stock is here at 405, and then it goes up to 410, that sounds like $5 right there. So if you'd have bought it at 405 and you sold it at 410, you would have made $5, right? Then if you would have sold it here at 410 and then bought it back at 405, you would have made $5, right? Because you already sold it at 410, bought it back at 405, you made your money. The difference between 410 and 405 would be your profit. some of the things we do in the morning. It's 9 a.m. in the morning right now, guys, and we're looking forward to this day being a more exciting day here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. You're in the right place at the right time, my friends. We're going to traverse this market. We're going to teach you so many things about the stock market. If you're interested in learning about the stock market, just hang in there. All I suggest is that you subscribe and hit that notification button so that you don't miss a live stream. I'm going to stream between Monday and Thursday, 8:30 to 11:30, some stuff like that. Then we'll have some special guests. We'll have special trainings, and all of that will be for those that are members of the Trade Behind the Eight Ball family. Just one thing being getting on that, watching the stream, and then it's another thing being a member. So we're waiting for the market to open up at 9:30 a.m. this morning. We're paying close attention to Tesla right now. If you was here yesterday, you would understand that we trade Tesla on the daily day basis sometimes, We're like Tesla. Ba, 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 ba. But we trade a ETF for Tesla, which is two times that ETF that we trade is considered it's, TSLL. The ETF for Tesla is it trades under the ticker symbol TSLL. It's simply the exact name of the fund represented by Tesla. It's a single stock leverage ETF designed to deliver twice what Tesla delivers for you, 200% of the performance of Tesla. So that means if Tesla goes up 5%, then TSLL will go up 10%. Sounds good to me, and it's much cheaper stock. If you see here, scroll through it. TSLL is trading at $13.92 right now. And you seen Tesla was trading around 405. So, but if you look at the chart here, it looks the same as the same chart that you seen on Tesla. So we're watching TSLL today amongst AS. Let's look at that AS stock that we talked about. Okay, AS. Like that to be in 904. AS is pretty light on volume. It's only half a million shares so far. So I would like to see more volume on AS. We also can look at AGYS. AGYS. Um, that's light on volume as well. It's trading at 88.19. Too light on volume for me. Let's see. Wow. QCY. I believe this was the one that was up. That's light on QUCY is light on volume as well. And then there was one more here. Oh, QUCY, okay, that one up yesterday. AMTS. Now this QUCY is interesting because I want to just take a quick look at this real quick. Just QUCY. Let's go back 1 hour, 4 hours. What about daily? Daily. All right. Bop, bop, bop. The daily, she's up there, right? So if you look at this here, it's been going up for a couple of days, guys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 days. I'm gonna give you a real trick. I'm gonna give you a trick real quick. Right here's a trick. All right, real quick, real trick. It's a bonus trick for you. This is the stock QUCY, the one we discussed that went up 1,500% yesterday. So you look at the daily chart, right? Each one of these candles represent a day. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 days so far. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The stock been going up, right? Sometimes I don't even be knowing what the day is, bro. I'm telling you. But anyway, see 1, 2. So Thursday of last week. Thursday of last week it started going up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So today we're gonna wait for today's candle to come out. So let's go look at a smaller time frame. So up here you see the time frames here. These are the time frames to tell you to bring the time frames of the chart. The chart is just giving you a description of price action, the price movement of the particular stock that you're looking at. QUCY. So 4 hours represent each one of these candles represents 4 hours. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All this time the stock has been going up. Now what do? We find the range, which is 491, the high, and the low is 35 cents. That's why I was able to go QUCY because it's coming from 35 cents. So what do? You say, you know what? All right, what goes up must come down. So I want to make money when the stocks start coming back down. So the first thing you do, you go to the daily chart. The daily chart will show you the days that it was going up because green mean going up, red mean coming down. So while these candles are green every day, you don't pay it any mind, but you keep an eye on it. So when one of these daily candles turn red, what is that? That's going to be an indication that, hey, now it's getting ready to come back down because you know what goes up must come back down. Like the market is cyclical, it goes up and down. So when it's going up, if you miss the ride up, catch the ride back down. But you need indications of when it's going to come back down because if you're thinking about in this area to catch the ride back down and the market decides that it's not going to come down, it's just going to go up, then this is where you lose money because you're looking for the stock to go down and the stock goes up is when you lose money, right? But if you wanted the stock to go up and you buy it right here and it goes up, you make money. But if it goes down, you lose money. So whatever your trade is, if the opposite happens, of course you're going to lose money, right? So, in order to prevent the opposite of what your thought process is from happening, you have to have indications, edges. You have to have, understanding or research or clues to what it's going to do, because we don't know what it's going to do. If we knew what it was going to do, we all be in heaven. But here's the situation. You start looking for on the daily, you start looking for when is one of these candles turn red. That's gonna make me believe that it wants to come back down. But long as they're green, I'm not concerned about it coming back down, because it can continue all the way up to $10. It's at $4.91. So you have to understand which way it's going, and studying any particular stock will give you a clue on the price action and the movement of the price action between whatever levels there are. That's QUCY. Our focus is mainly on Tesla. Tesla, as you can see, is been all over the place in the last few days. It's been up, it's been down, it's been up, it's been down. And Charlie Brown get the ball pulled from under him all the time. So watching this, we'll try to figure out which way the price action is going to go. And in between the movement of the price action is where we make our dough. And listen. Nas, he ain't got nothing on me with the flow, I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, I digress. I digress, my friend. I digress. Let's keep an eye on QUCY though. That could be a project of ours, you know? If it's coming up from 35 cents all the way to $3.20, $3.50, $4.10, then maybe we could catch it on the way back down if it comes down, or we can catch the continuation if it's going to continue going up. Only way we're going to know that is we do a little teeny bit of what we call research. Find out why. Remember when you was a little kid, you always used to say, why? You remember that? Why? Why? Doing the research, you're going to do a market snapshot as of May 19, 2026. The current price right now is we looking at QUCY if we want to take that on as a project. It's down roughly 4% from early morning trading. The daily range was between $3 and $4.45. The 52-week high, or the 52-week range, is 30 cent to $4.93, which is a massive range. When it comes to stock price, stock shares, volume is 1.35 million shares traded early in the session, reflecting significant active interest following an average volume spike over 45 million shares recently. Somebody picked up a lot of shares. What is the catalyst? We may ask ourselves. QUCY has experienced a massive volatility over the past week, surging over 800% at one time from its multi-month lows near 30 cents due to a rapid strategy concerning pilot from a legacy biomedical organ into a pure play AI. Okay, acceleration defense. Can I put that in layman terms for you? A biomedical company said that they're gonna go and be involved in AI. That's it. We're at that point now where any company say anything about AI, their stock price is gonna go up. Remember the dot com bubble where anybody putting a dot com on their name, the stock went up like crazy. Now we're there again. So if anybody talk about going AI, their stock is gonna go up. But all that is little bubbles, little bubbles inside of a bubble. Think of it like this. If we're inside of Earth, right, which is a bubble, and then you get one of them little things we used to get for the kids and you blow those bubbles and them bubbles come out. Yeah, these are those little bubbles that are all going to burst. Beep, 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 as soon as you touch them. But they're trying to say, oh, the bubble is going to burst. No, the bubble never bursts. Only little bubbles inside the bubble burst. You understand? The bubble wasn't. If the bubble was going to burst, the bubble would have burst already. You understand? There's something causing the bubble not to burst. Can you imagine no meteoroids, this big as space, and all these meteoroids supposed to be flying around and this, that, and not hitting Earth and damaging Earth? There's so much space out there, man. The design of it is, I don't even know what to say. It could be that AI created everything. We don't know. Maybe AI created everything and it was all destroyed by AI and now it's revamping and creating it again. Think about that. Ones and O's. Think about that. Ones and O's. You put ones and O's together and then the machine will do whatever you want it to do. That is not tangible to me. It's out of this world type of stuff, my friend. But anyway, again, what we're at 9:17 a.m. and guess what? The market is going to be great today. I can tell you that. We're going to be jumping, getting excited. It's almost like a workout. You know how you in the morning you might put your music on and you do your workout, call yourself doing your exercise. This is what you should do to this type of beat right here. You know why? Guess why? It's inspirational to you because it's on the lines of your heartbeat. Come on. If that don't make you move, I don't know what's gonna make you move. Say that. See, look. See how it make you move? You don't even be trying to move, and then you just start moving out of nowhere. You just be like, why am I moving? And then you try to stop yourself from moving, and then you won't be able to. Your shoulder keep moving, and you be like, stop, man. And then this one start moving. Like, hold on, stop that. And then you find yourself doing that. Gotta get ready, man. Gotta get pumped up, man. Get those juices flowing. Get those thought process going. Get your research ready. Come on, man. We can get it done. Welcome to the second day of live streaming with your boy, Coach TB, in the house. What up, fam? It's all gravy, baby. We're going to have a lot of fun on these streams. I'm going to tell you that right now. We just getting started. If you don't know nothing about trading, when you get finished with your boy, Coach TB, you're going to know a lot about trading, man. You're going to know a lot about trading. Just hang in there. And the only thing I ask you to do is is to have a clue and get us some people to come on YouTube. You know, call your friends and your family members and say, hey man, you need to go check out Coach TV, man, because he's teaching you how to make money. And what you need to do is press that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like a couple times, tell your friends and families, share it. You know, because I don't want to get into friends and family. I don't want to get into culture, because if I do, you're not going to like me when I finish. But anyway, we need to support each other when it comes to what we're trying to do. I'm not begging you. I'm telling you that you need to support your people. Fool! Oh, no, I'm sorry. See, I told you, don't let me get into that type of stuff, man. Let's stick to trading. We're not going to talk about nothing else but trading. And right now we're looking at Tesla, TSLY. The movement of Tesla is what we're interested in. You understand? The stock price, if it's $400, right? And you buy it at $400, right? And it goes up to $425, you've made money. And if it goes up from $400 to $500, you've made a lot of money. You made like 25% on your money. What does that mean? It's simple. If you spend $1,000 on Tesla and it goes up here in the next 10 minutes to from $400 to for $500, it goes from $400 to $500, then you have $1,250. You made $250. Okay? So why wouldn't you want to get on that train? Help me understand. Help me understand. You want to constantly pay Constellation Energy, BG&E, and Verizon, and AT&T, and T-Mobile, and all them. You give them your money every day. Won't you give yourself some money? Put it in the market. Pay yourself a monthly bill. Put it in the market and let it grow, right? Because guess what? The money that you give Verizon, the money that you give BG&E, guess what they do? They put it in the market and let it grow. So why you have to give them your money and let them do that with your money? You do it yourself. That's what I'm here for. The live stream is to show you how to do it yourself. How about that? I think you should do it yourself. I really do. We got 7 minutes to the market open, 7 minutes to the bell ring. Once the bell ring, we're going to see how the market moves. Remember, every day doesn't have to be a trade day. If your setup is not there, and we'll get into setups and stuff like that later. Right now, we're just getting in the rhythm. You know, this is the second day of the live stream. And we're never creating or doing something like this. It's going to take a little bit of time to build it up. But if I was you, I would be consistent and jumping on. Try to get on every day. Because consistency does something. There's a reason why it's in the dictionary. It means something. Words have power. And if you have consistency, that's just an extra power that you may have in life. How about that? No? Yes? See? There it is. Got me moving again. Look at that. I can't stop my. Why is that? It's the beat? Oh, it's the beat. It's the beat. I got you. It's the beat. That beat be getting, look, you just sit here for like 2 seconds, and you be like, you start moving. You know what that means when you start moving to the beat? That means you have rhythm. And if you have rhythm, you can trade in the stock market. If you don't have rhythm, woo, I don't know, man. People going to start looking at you weird. I'm going to just tell you that. Like Donald Trump, his rhythm is like that. That's no rhythm, man. You're not even moving to the beat. You gotta move to the beat. Oh, 5 more minutes to the market open. We're going to pay close attention to. It's a beautiful thing about, when you trade, you don't have to trade every day. I mean, if your setup is not that, just don't trade. Well, put yourself in a situation where you're losing. That's the reason why people put themselves in a situation where they're losing, because they trade too much, and then your winning percentage is going down. So if you trade 100 times, how many times you think you're going to lose or win? Say you win 40% of the time, so you're losing 60% of the time, right? But if you trade, let's just say, 4 times instead of 100, and you went 40%, then that means you got 2 wins out of 2 losses. So bring down the amount of times you trade will help your winning percentages. And people don't get that. They don't understand that. But I'm not here to tell you what people don't get and what they don't understand. I'm telling you what you should get and what you should understand. And that is to continue and rolling with your Coach TB on the live stream Monday through Thursday at what? 8:30 to 11:30. Tell your friends and family, subscribe so that we can grow the channel. If we grow the channel, guess what? It's only going to benefit you. It's only going to benefit you. It's just going to make the show get better. And if the show gets better, guess what? It's going to be better for who? Not me, but you. You're the one watching the show. I'm just putting the show on so that other people can understand that we live in a capitalistic society, and there are rules and regulations in a capitalistic society, and there are directions to the game. Anybody ever had game night? Game night. We have game night with our cousins, right? And we all meet, and then they pick the games, and some people bring games and this, that, and the third, right? And some of the games they bring may be new or whatever, right? But because it's game night, there's somebody responsible for reading directions. Open up the directions and read the directions, right? And the host can appoint whoever she want or he wants to do that. And sometimes the host does it themselves. They look and they say, all right, this is how you play the game. Or they'll say, hey, Sean, read that, find out how we play the game, right? We all go over the rules and directions, and then we play the game and start having fun. But I'm saying, hey, y'all, I'm here to teach you the rules and the directions of the game. You can want to play if you want, or you don't have to, but I am taking the time to read the directions for you. No? No? Come on. I'm taking the time to read the directions. I don't get a round of applause for that. Jesus. Crazy, man. I'm not feeling the love, man. I'm sorry. Where is the love? I want to know where the love is. Where did it go? Where did it go? You think I can cut it out? I told Mike, hey man, look, you can do anything you put your mind to. For example, I want to be a pilot. So guess what I got to do? I got to go up there in Frederick and go to school for 6 months. I'm tired of school, but hey, man, you gotta do things, whatever you need to do to get what you need to get, and do what you want to do to get what you do, what you didn't do. So I am gonna go to school to get my pilot license. You understand? That's one of my goals. So hey, if you put your mind to it, you can do it. Yeah, man, you got to put your mind to it. Most traders look at volatility in the market and see chaos. They get trapped. They panic. They get left behind. But in this game, volatility isn't the enemy, it's the opportunity. So let's go get it. Give me some volatility. The market has just opened. The bell just rung. Ding, ding, ding. The market is open now. We're looking at TSLA. What is it doing? How is it shining? What is it grinding? I can tell you this. It's been up all week and the week prior. So what goes up must come. You already know the rest. It's been up. It's been up. And it's been up and away, right? So we're watching TSL right now. You can see it. You can see it on the chart. It's right there. It's right there. They got the big buy. They got the big buy going on right now. You see that. The green means up. The red means down. You got it. Don't want to hear that there. But anyway, this is the 1 minute candle right here. And the 1 minute candle is green. So the 1 minute candle being green, that means, hey, it's going up. Then it's red. Then it's green. Then it's red. Then it's green. You know why? Because there's a battle between. Let me tell you what the battle is between. The battle is between the Bears and the Bulls, right? The Bears and the Bulls. The battle is between the Bears and the Bulls. Looking at the 3 minute chart, it looks like it's hitting this level here. It wicked down to 1360, where a lot of buyers are going to come in and support the stock because, of course, the Bulls want the stock, push the stock up so that they can make money on the upside. The Bears want the stock to go down so they can make money on the downside. However, we're going to make money on the in-between side. You and I. UNITY. My boy was talking about that yesterday. He was like, yo, somebody said we don't know what unity is. And I just played UNITY Queen Latifah for him. Right. That should have let him know, right? Oh, we know what unity is, bro. We've been preaching unity for many of years now, man. Many of years. Many of multiple years. Okay, now the 5 minute is acting like, oh, we want to go up, down, all around. They don't know which way they want to go, right? So this is the 30 minute. This is 30 minute candle. The 30 minute candle was green just like 2 seconds ago, and now it's not anymore. It's not anymore. I have no idea why the situation is unfair. What in the hell? Man, I know you see what I see. We're just watching right now, guys. We're just watching. We're just watching right now. Um, you can see, let's go back to the chart real quick. Okay, this is the 30 minute, right? Let's go back to the 1 minute. All right, so the 1 minute right there, each candle represents 1 minute, right? And it looks like the 1 minute has exhausted the little buying pressure. So if you look at this as a battle between the Bears and the Bulls, it looks like the Bears were winning here and then the Bulls start winning here. So can we expect the Bears to start winning again? We don't know. The Bulls could win and push it all the way up to 1387. Right now it's down to 1365. I got some stock in at 1378, 1380. I'm up $300 already, but I'm not going to say anything about that because I'm doing that on purpose. I'm making money on purpose, and I shouldn't be doing it. I should be making money um as a result of my purpose, right? And you see that? Why didn't it come up? Let's try it again. Let's try it again. It goes screen share, and then I wonder if it's down here somewhere. It's not down there. Okay, let's go Windows. Nope, it's not there either. Let's go here. Okay, well, let's do this one. All right, boom. As you can see, I'm already up about 300 and something dollars, right? So I can be very smart and just take that money, right? Or we can let it ride and come down a little lower. So here, that was the wick right there. It wicked right there at the low of 57. It wicked at 57, right? But let me just say this: patience is a virtue when it comes to trading. So you have to be patient. You can't be like, "Oh man, I made $10. I'm so happy." No, you have to have patience. Now, looking at this 1 minute candle, it looks like the stock want to go back up and test the highs again, right? Yeah, we could have took the little $200, right? But is that what you're going after? You have to set your goal in your mind, what you're trying to go after, and try to get that accomplished throughout the day. So if I look at the 15-minute chart, right, that 15-minute chart is red. All right, we see that as red, right? Now I would come across and look for the next level. The next level is 1170 there. This is 1260 here. So the next strong level would probably be here, 1260 69, right? But then let's look at the levels that come before. Let's become before 1269. So the next level down is 1341. Then we have 1328, and we got these couple levels right here, but I don't know if they're gonna mean that much. 1357, 1353. It just bounced off of those levels, right? So the stock just bounced off of those levels, 1357 and 1353, right? And the next level is down to 40 and then 28. So the question is, what do you think is gonna happen, right? Through your studies and your understanding and your research, do you think the stock is gonna go up and away to 1465, or it's going to come down and start hitting some of these lower levels, right? The understanding of that is where you make your money. So the next level down is 53, the next level down is 39, and then the next level down is 29. All right, so I would take a guess that she's going to hit down towards these levels again, right? That would be my guess. But let's go to the 3 minute and watch it. So it just bounced off the top level of 1382. Um, Again, we right in that area, right? Yeah, we right in that area. So I'm taking a short here. It's an early short. I shouldn't be taking it this early, but I have to tell you what I'm doing. I'm taking a short here, even though I felt like I should wait. But hey, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Put yourself in a position so that either way, you're gonna make money, and that's what I like to do. Put myself in a situation where if I'm right, I make money, and if I'm wrong, I make money. Teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to do that. I can teach you how to Dougie. Sure, I can teach you how to Dougie. Just 40. All right. So I think at 9:45. Let's go to the 15 minute. That's some 5 minutes away. Screen. Okay. All right. Let's just pay attention to this one. 9:45. Right. So that's a hundred bucks right there. I could take that money. Let's go. Let's do it like this. Let's do somewhere around 53 or something like that. Oh, that's low. How about right here? What's this? 63. All right. We're going to take 63. Okay. We'll take 63. What does that mean? That means we're in a position right now to go ahead and make us a quick 10% on our money. So you see this 2,000 shares being bought back at 1363. If that hits, that means we just made 10% on our money, right? Nothing wrong with making 10% on your money, man. You can make 10% on your money, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. We just made 10% on our money because I knew the situation was going to be a situation. Now, remember what I said about the market being cyclical. It goes up and it goes down, right? So since it just went down and we made money, right? Should we wait for it to come back up? I think we should. I think we should wait for it to come back up before we make any more decisions. Oh, I still got 40 shares I gotta get rid of. Sorry about that. Let's get rid of those 40 shares right now. See if we can get rid of those. We'll take this line and move it right on up. So that it get us out pretty quickly. We don't want to play around with it because when you get to this point, they start playing around with you, man. It's like so you just want to get out. You don't want to play around with it. So you got out those shares, and now we're just gonna wait here for a little while and see if the market takes the stock back up. We're trading TSLL. Um, oh no, we didn't want to do that, did we? No, we didn't want to do that. Okay, let's see here. 1 minute. I wonder if you can see this. Oh, there we go. Yes, indeedy, sweetie. You can see this right here. This is the 1 minute right here, right? This is a 1 minute chart. TSLL. So we're looking at the 1 minute chart on the TSLL. I told you earlier that's a ETF, daily Tesla Bull 2 times ETF. It's a leverage exchange trading traded funds that aims to deliver 2 times, 200%, twice the daily performance of Tesla. So of course you want to trade that instead of Tesla. That's my personal preference. If Tesla stock goes up 5% in a single day, TSLL seeks to go up 10%. So of course, if you can make more money, you will wanna go in that area. Okay, so it looks like this is going down. It's got a lot of pressure on the downside. I knew it would have that type of pressure at this particular time. But what I'm hoping is I'm hoping to see what I call my setup. Right, my setup is My setup is not that complex, right? It's really not. It's not that complex. This is a 1 minute candles, right? 1 minute, right? And so, since we know that the stock goes up and down, because look, if we go back here on a 5 minute, right, and you look at this chart, I gotta open this up for my friend Val. She's gonna be like, "Oh, I can't see your candles. I can't see your candles." But anyway, look, it's dropping. But anyway, if you go back, right, 15 minutes, let's go back 15 minutes, right? Let's bring it in a little bit here, right? Let's come down here. This is the way the chart looks, right? If you see that, it's up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so you know that now we're gonna get back to current time right now. And so when you see something like this, right, you say, okay, the market is like that. It's up, down, up, down. So now it's down. So would you be expecting it to continue to go down or do what it's been doing the whole time, up, down, up, down? We don't know. We don't know. We have to, we have to figure that out. We have to figure out um, which way the market is going to go. So, but to make it even easier on yourself is you don't have to really sit there and try to figure it out. Just wait till it happens and then join in. Like, react. Don't predict. Don't predict what you think may happen. Just react to what's happening. Right? Like right now. What's happening right now? Oh, it's going down to hit this level at 352 or 354. That's what's going on. And you say, okay, so what happens when the stock go down and hit that level? You go back, you say, oh, I seen it. It came down here. It came down here and it came down and it went back up to hit this level right here, right? But here's the thing. It hit that level and it went up, right? The question is it going to do that now? Because it's on the same level right now as we speak. It's on the same level right now. Here is the level. And here is the level. It's the same level. So what's going to happen? Tell me what's going to happen. Is it going to come here and go back up? Like come here and go back up? If you could tell me that, then, me and you, we're going to make a lot of money together. But you don't know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable. So you have to watch what happens and then react to it. So if it starts going up, right? If it starts going up here, then you buy. And then you take the ride up. If that's the way it's going, but a lot of times it'll start going up, make you think it's going up, you buy, and then it comes back down. That's how you lose money. Or it goes up and make you think it's going up and it comes back down. Or it goes down and make you think you're going down, and then it goes back up. That is the difference. We don't know. We don't know. We don't. We really don't know. But guess what? Guess what? You're supposed to say what? I can teach you how to Dougie. Go pick up that book. TV8ball.com. Trading stocks from behind the 8 ball by yours truly, Tony Braxton. What, when, why, and how? All the answers are answered in that book, huh? Where did the market come from? The Dutch, 1600s. Where is it now? Oh, Wall Street, New York. What's going on? A lot of Wall Street terminology. Can you take it into layman terms? Yes, I did that in the book. I made it so that a fifth grader can read it. Why? Because I think the youth should understand this, have a better understanding of the directions to the game that we're playing in our game night. It's a game. If you don't have the directions, you will lose. You won't win. It's all about winning the game, right? It ain't about just playing the game. So a lot of people think, oh yeah, I play the game, I'm in the game, whatever. It's about winning the game, not just playing the game. So a lot of people play it just to be playing it, but I play to win. Son, or daughter, whoever's out there. I play to win, and I'm watching the stock right now as we speak. This is the 15-minute candle, right? So this is telling us where the price is in the next 15 minutes. What is the price doing? Okay, it's 13.55 right now. That's where the price is now. The more people that sell it will cause the stock to go down. The more people that buy it causes it to go up. So there's a battle between the bears and the bulls on this particular 15-minute candle. This wick came down and it hit this base here, whereas there's going to be a lot of support here at 1346. So the question is, what is the stock going to do between these ranges? Is it going to go back up to 1396, or is it going to come back down to 1346, right? You talking 50 cent right there. 50 cent. 50 cent. I can't think of a 50 Cent song right now. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not a 50 Cent like music fan. I mean, I respect 50 Cent hustle and how he's moving, but the music that he put out is cool. It's nice, but I'm more of a Tupac Shakur, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, Breezy. I'm more like that vibe, not the 50 Cent type. That's down the hill. I live up the hill. Or we call it out the hill. Yeah, I live out the hill. It's not down or up, it's out. You're out the hill. Y'all don't know nothing about that, man. I'm not getting into that. You talking the 80s and 90s, a whole new world. It was a whole new planet. We was somewhere else in space in the 80s and the 90s. We're in a more conservative section of the universe right now. Man, looking at this chart, man, it just looks like it want to go down, guys. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding right now. It really does look like it want to go down, but we never know. So you have to be careful. You have to make wise decisions at particular times and places. Be patient. I would just say be patient. We're watching price action so that we can figure out a way to make some money. You're trading live with Coach TB today, trading stocks from behind the 8 ball. New live stream. This is the second day. It's going to take a little bit to build it up because our people, they prefer to go to the zoo. Just stick with me. We're going to show you how to make that change in your life. Wake up. It's 9:53. What is the market going to do? Is it going to break down between 1355 and 1360? Where is it going to go? Where is this stock going to go? We're just going to watch this particular stock here. This is the TSLA. Trading via Tesla. 1355 is the price right now. Is it going to go up to 1390 or is it going to go down to 1340? We don't know, but we're going to watch it and we're going to try to go with the flow when we see what it does. I'm trying to watch it, man. It looks like it's up and down all around. Nobody can tell me. If you can tell me, we're going to make a lot of money. Let's just watch it, man. Let's just watch it. Let's see. I like it. I like the price right here. Let's get 40 shares at 1370 and see if we can do that. We're going to get 40 shares at 1370. We're going to get another 100 shares at 1375 because the possibility of it going up to 1380 and 1390 is very high. So we're just going to take we're going to be smart and just be like, nah, I need more than that. So we're going to go 100 shares at 1380. We don't want to. If you're gonna step up that high, step up. Don't be playing around. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you stepping up and then you ain't really stepping up. I think it may get all the way back up to the 1390 range, right? So let's put something at 1390. 1395, it may get to 1395. Oh no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to do that. That's why it's good to have that safety on, because it'll ask you, did you really want to do that? And I said, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. So anyway, I'm putting this in at 1390. It doesn't look like it's gonna reach there, so I'm gonna have some 13. I don't even like 1370, man. I like a little more higher than 1370, man. But if that's all they're gonna give me, I'll take it. 1370. If that's all they're gonna try to give me, I'm gonna take the 1370. I'll take 1370 if you want to give me 1370. I'm gonna have to take it. Don't look like they're gonna give it to me though. Never know. Being patient is key. 1370 I want. They want to give me 1362. I want 1370. But if they act up and don't try to give me what I need, I'm gonna be mad. So 1365 is the lowest I'm gonna go. So this is how it goes. They're offering you something, you saying no. I want to, they want to buy my shares. They want to buy my shares at 1359. I'm saying no. I'll sell you my shares at 13. Come on, I'll sell you my shares at 1360. But I won't go lower than that. They're like, no, we ain't paying that much. They don't want to pay that much. But they just bought it at 1360. Let's see if I can sell them some at 1362. And what I'm doing is I'm only selling a little bit of my shares because I'm thinking that it may bounce and go all the way up to what we talked about earlier, which was what? The 1390 area. Doesn't look like it's going there. It doesn't. But you never know because we still have time to shine. Time to shine. Is it time to shine, bro? Somebody said it was time to shine. Let's look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is green and the 4 hour is red. Okay. So that means the 1 hour has to turn back red. But the 1 hour got it at 1388, which is not at 1388. So let's refresh that. Okay, so it's tripping on us right now, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to be bad boys and give them all that they want right here. Why are they doing that to us, man? Got us. Didn't want to give it to us, guys. Didn't want to give it to us. But it be like that sometimes. Be like that sometimes, man. Don't worry about it. Don't even trip. It's trading. They ain't want to give me my price, guys. So it's all good. They can't hurt me. Man. They can't hurt me. I'm already up $100 anyway, so I don't care. If you think I care, then you have an issue. All right. Yeah, they playing games for real right now. All right, now you better bounce back up and give me these prices up here, because if you don't, I'm gonna be. It's all good. It's all good. What do you see right now? I got 2,200 shares at 1348. Price is at 1342 right now. I'm offering more shares at 1348, but they don't want to buy them from me at that price. So it's all good. I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm just going to take that little 200 and some dollars that you see right there. I'm gonna take that $250 right now. Boom. That's how you take it. You just put in your order right there, and it should go through. But a lot of times they don't let it go through because they don't want to see you make the money. They want to hold it away from you, bro. They want to take it away. Look, see, I told you they want to take it away from you. They want to take it away, bro. But you can't let them, though. Can't let them. Don't let them take it away, man. Don't let them take it away, man. Don't let them take it away, my train. Don't let them take it away, my train. My amigo Zenera. Don't let him take it away, man. Don't let him take it, senorita. She's not so beautiful. TSLA. Okay. All right, let's go to TSLA. Okay, yeah, let's look at that instead. Now, okay, now I got an idea what's going to happen here. I got an idea what's going to happen here. I got an idea what's going to happen here. Doesn't want to give it to me, guys. It doesn't want to give it to me. But I'm just going to be patient. It's either going to give it to me or it's not going to give it to me. I could, I won't get upset either way. I won't. You know why I won't get upset either way? Because this is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's check on AGYS, the one we talked about earlier. AGYS, let's see what that's doing. No volume. That's the only problem with this one. It doesn't have that volume that we need. If it had the volume that we need, we possibly could trade that. Let's look at QUCY. The volume is 2 million. It's down 17%. It's $2.74. I mean, that's something you can play with, but I'm not inclined to mess with that because it'll play you out of position. And I could trade that if I wanted to, but if I'm training you guys, I can't teach you those type of tricks right now in the beginning. You gotta learn the basics first, I guess. So this is 2 million. AS is 2 million. The volume is 2 million, 2 million. So the question is, what do you think this is going to do? So let's take a look at the history. All right, so 30-minute is red. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour is green, right? All right, so what I would do is I'll put a note on here. I'll take a look at this stock again in 4 hours, and then we'll see what the 4 hour candle look like, and we'll try to follow it because it's already green and we didn't follow it there. So when the next candle comes, I want to see what that's going to be so we can follow it. If it's green, we're going to go up with it. If it's red, we're going to go down with it. But right now we missed this one, so we're going to move on to the next. Let's look at the daily on it actually. Okay, you see even the daily is green, right? The daily is green, the range of 35.86. So since the daily is green, that also can go red, but it's green now. So I'll check back in 4 hours to see how that one look. We're gonna keep sticking to our sky and the pie in the sky, or whatever they call that. Look, you see what it just did? It did not want to give me that bread. It didn't. It really didn't. But guess what? Let's look at it and see. Yeah, it's gonna pop back up there. When it pop back up there, I'll be patient. Yeah, I figured it would pop back up there. So it's getting ready to get me in right now, which is a beautiful thing if it happens. If it happens, it's a beautiful thing, guys. No front. No front, yo. It's a beautiful thing if it happens, my thing. If it happens. It's a beautiful thing if it happens, my friend. If it happens, it's a beautiful thing, my friend. Trying to get in there, but it just won't let me in, will it? Nope, won't let you in, bro. Won't let you in. I won't let. Why won't it let you in, man? Did you do something to it or something? Did you make it mad or something like that? Because it is definitely not trying to let you in. It's not trying to let you in the door, bro. It's not trying to let you in. Oh, that's why. Up and down is the name of the game. Actually, come on, guys. Let your boy in, man. Why are you guys acting like that? You know I'm doing a live stream. You trying to make me look bad on the live stream? What's up with that, man? You trying to make me look bad on the live stream? Don't make me call my boys AI now. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me get AI on y'all. No AI to answer. Look at that. It does not want to let me in for nothing. Doesn't want to let me in, man. Look at that. It doesn't want to let me in. Look. Saying, nah, we ain't letting you in. You know what I'm saying? You giving away secrets. So what? You got the secrets from somewhere, didn't you? Yeah, but you know, nobody else don't pose or had a secret but us. You know what I mean? No, it doesn't work like that, cuz. Everybody need the secrets. You know what I'm saying? We only here a short period of time. Why you tripping? Go enjoy yourself, man. Go sit on the beach somewhere. Chill out. You worry about somebody else having the secrets. Tripping. Straight lamping. Look, I'm already in a profit of $300, right? I'm gonna show you a move. Watch this move. This is called punching out. If you want to learn anything, learn how to punch out. You get the axe and you bow right on the axe, right? Bow, you punch out. You take that money. See, they ain't want me to punch out. They did not allow me to punch out. You see that? Did you just see how they did that? Crazy. I supposed to have been out on the axe because that's what you were asking the seller stock for, and I bought it at that price, and they said, no, 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 we want higher now since you trying to sell 1,500 shares. No, we want to charge you more. And you know what I said? Forget it then. I will cancel my order and take it lower to how about 20 now, 1320. Since you didn't give it to me at 1323, I'll take it at 1320. So I'll make more money now. Should have just gave it to me right there. You know, you don't play with Coach TB when it comes to this stuff. Don't play with him because he's always going to win. He's not going to let you win against him. That's not going to happen. He tried to give you 1323, which you're asking for right now. Again, 1323. He's asking for it again. I gave it to his number. I gave it to him. He said, "No, you want that much? Okay, I will sell it for more than since you that desperate to get it." I said, "No, I didn't say I was that desperate to get it. I was just showing my people how to punch out. But you thinking I'm desperate to get it so you can raise the price. No, it doesn't work like that, bro. Now I dropped the price. And now you had to give it to me at that price. Now I'm gonna go back in and buy at a higher price. I mean, you just gotta know who you're dealing with over here. You know what I'm saying? You do. You really do. You gotta know what you're dealing with, man. I'm buying at a higher price now since they did that crap. They did that old crap. Y'all did that old crap. You trading live with Coach TB. It's always fun when you trade with me. Let's go. There it is. There it is. To the 1, to the 2, to the 2, to the 3, to the 3, to the 4, to the 5, to the 6, to the 7, to the 8. It's all about having fun out here. Trying to make that money so you have no fear. And you won't have to shed a tear when that man come and tell you, look, check it out. Put yourself in a position to enjoy the life that the Almighty has given you. Right? Because a lot of times people don't listen. They don't listen. The Almighty be coming to them saying, hey man, you know what? You need to get with this over here because you need to learn how to do this over there so you can make this. You've been asking me all these years. You've been asking me this and that and the third. And then when I send it to you, you act like you don't know what's going on. Why are you asking me something if when I send it to you, you don't take it or receive it? I don't know what's going on. There was this man, right? Check it out. Y'all remember Katrina? The storm that happened in Louisiana. Okay, by the way, at the time when Katrina happened, I had a dealership in Glen Burnie, right? So a lot of the people was coming up. They migrated from Louisiana to different states, and some of them came in Baltimore. So we felt the responsibility as business owners to help those people. And a lot of them had came by the dealership because it was in Glen Burnie. And then one lady came by and she was trying to get a job, and I could tell she was a thorough individual who, did what she's supposed to do, whatever. And I was like, all right, I gave her a car. She had no money and nothing because they lost everything. I gave her a car and I told her, just, see me whenever you can. And guess what? About 6 months later, she came back, paid me for the car, and invested in the business, what I was doing. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes when the Almighty or the creator universe, whatever you want to call them, brings something to you, and you're supposed to respond in a certain way, and you don't because you're selfish or whatever you are, you only hurting yourself. You ain't hurting nobody else. So keep on doing it that way. Smarty poo. So many smarty poos out here. Don't know nothing. They're so smart. They know everything and don't know nothing. But you know nothing. You know your ABCs and your 1, 2, 3s. Look, Tony, I can count to 100. And then when you get to 82, you get tied up. Oh, what, 82? What, 67? Yeah. Anyway, move to the beat. Move to the beat, because talking to you guys, I'm not feeling good about, my price action. Because I'm talking to you. And I'm not paying attention to my price action. But you're trading live with Coach TB, live in effect. Follow me. They say follow me, right? Follow me. You know all the Braxtons can sing, right? So no joke about that. It must be something in our genes or whatever. But yeah, the Braxtons can sing, man. I got several cousins that can. I ain't talking about sing normal like you sing in church on the choir. I'm talking about really sing like you'd be surprised, like Luther Vandross and Whitney Houston type voices. My little niece, she had a Beyonce voice. Beyonce can she got that voice. She trained her voice or whatever. But my little niece ain't had no training at all. She just come and sing, "Happy birthday to you." I'm like, wow, you can really sing. She sang it like a professional singer. And I'm like, wow, the Braxtons, they got that singing in the way. They can sing. So don't mind me if I break out in the song because it ain't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like Master P. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. They be trying to blame me. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Yo, it's not my fault. You're looking at me like it's my fault. No, it ain't my fault. It's your fault. And you know why it's your fault? Because you ain't joined up with no group organization or nothing trying to help. Nothing. All you worrying about is yourself and your Verizon T-Mobile bill. That's it. Silly rabbits. Tricks are for kids. Move to the beat. Come on now. Y'all know y'all feel that beat. Come on now, stop it. Come on. If you don't feel that beat, then something ain't right with you. You're a little off. Let's go. If you can't feel that, if that don't wake you up, come on. That gotta wake you up. That's how my man Mike used to play. You know, I stole that from Mike. I don't know if y'all know Mike. We used to call him Mike. Michael Anderson is my boy. We grew up together, right? Yeah, we were right on the same block, you know, same age, everything, went to school together, you know. And then some people just click and some people don't, you know. Me and Mike click, and there was my boy for life, right? So we started riding dirt bikes and all that stuff together, right? And so I'm gonna finish that story in a minute, but we up $120, $150 right now, and I'm just paying attention to what the stock price is doing. I want to pay attention to what the stock price is doing because although we're here rich and we're having some fun and we're enjoying ourselves, but you know it's all about making the dough. So I'm trying to get the dough real quick. I'm gonna see where this thing gonna land at. I'm looking at price action right now, so pay close attention. You know what I'm saying? If you would have followed me and you would have sold Tesla up here at 1360 like I did, and it's down to 1320 right there, you would have made 40 cents already this morning. That's on $1,000. You would have made $400 already this morning, and we only been trading for about 15 or 20 minutes. Come on now. You know I'm telling you the truth. You see the numbers right there. That's why I'm doing it live. So there's no question. What? What are you talking about, man? What's happening? You see it live. Like, oh man, y'all be putting them fake screenshots up there saying, oh, you make this money and you make that money, and it's all fake-a-roo and fakey phony stuff. Like, nah, bro. You can watch me live in effect. Oh, I ain't out that mob. Remember, I told you I'm from out the hill. I'm not from down the hill, or I ain't from up the hill. I'm from out the hill. You understand? That means you can move all around. Let's say this. They used to be up the hill, down the hill, all that crap, right? Up the hill, down the hill, all that, right? You know what that was? I can tell you right now. That was people that couldn't go up the hill, and some people couldn't go down the hill. See, I lived out the hill. So no up down didn't mean nothing to me. I was all around. You understand? And I had to get in, you know, a lot of times I had to get in the middle and save people and help people and stop people from hurting people and all that. But those same people, they don't remember that. They forget about that. But that's on them.
Later on, why energy markets might not return to the status quo before the war. That's according to one longtime expert. As Forward this week continues after a short break.
Anyway, anywho. Oh man. So basically, you know, it's doing what it's supposed to do, which is what? Go up and down. Remember, because we talked about that earlier. The market goes up and down. We already had that discussion. So if it's it came down, it's going to go back up. If it comes back up, it's going to go back down. We talked about that already. So it's nine. It's what is it? It's 10:20. It's 10:20, and the market forces are pushing the market upward. It didn't want to. It didn't want to let me out where I wanted to get out. So what I'll do in that case is I'll cancel the order and go lower, just like I did before. If you want to be silly and act all goofy, like, oh, we can't give you what you're looking for right now, I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna take it lower than 12.98. How about that? 12.98. Since you didn't want to take 13.25, I'll give you 12.98. Since you didn't want to take, now this is some of the stuff that you have to be inclined to do when it comes to this market, because the market is always trying to hurt you, according to day traders. Um, According to day traders, the market is always trying to hurt you. It's always trying to hurt me, man. I don't never do. Every time I do this, it go and do that. Every time I go this way, it go that way. That is the market. Go get that book and you'll learn how to make it happen. Trading stocks from behind the eight ball. You can find it at tb8ball.com. What, when, why, and how. It answers all the questions. If you want to learn how to day trade in the stock market, read the book. Oh, you're going to do it without reading. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you're going to let AI do it for you. Right. Yeah, okay. You let AI do it for you. Go ahead. See how that work out. Anyway, don't mind my rambling, guys. It's all gravy, baby. Don't mind my rambling, goo. Okay, you guys can see this over here. So if this wiggly, waggly line, it looks like a snake head there with a snaky snake. If the snake come down into my trap, we got him. So let's hope that the snake comes down into my trap. Come down into my trap, Snakey. I hope the snake comes down into my trap. Come down into my trap. Can you catch a snake? Can you catch a snake is the question I ask. Everybody want to know, matter of fact, if I can do it like that or do it like this. Tripping off my auntie sis. She be making me laugh, making me cry. The way she took kids when we were baby-fied. She used to give me the milk and warm the bottle up. I never forget. Yo, a matter of fact, I gotta get my sis some flowers. You know what I mean? You gotta give people flowers while they still here, bro. You can't be giving people flowers when they not here anymore. You give them their flowers while they're here, bro. That's how it works, man. Over time, you done been with people that have looked out for you and took care of you and did you great, right? Those people, you find them, right? And you go give them flowers, right? Don't wait until they no longer here and get up in front of the podium talking about boo hoo hoo. This is what I do and what she did for Moo and me and Mookie Boo. Nah, none of that. Go give them flowers right now. Take them some butter pecan ice creams and some chocolate chip cookies and be like, I'm dropping this off because I remember when you used to like the butter pecan ice cream and the chocolate chip cookies when we was like 12, 5, and 6 years old. You used to give us the buttercream, the ice cream, and the cookies. You used to get it. You used to go get it for us. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to get it for you because I haven't forgotten. I don't forget. You understand? Don't be crying and boo-hooing people. That's why I don't really cry too much at funerals, because first of all, if I'm going to your funeral, right, that means I had some type of bond or relationship with you. And during my bond or relationship, I already then gave you your flowers. I already then told you how I feel about you. I already told you maybe told you I love you or this now. I don't have to wait until that. I'm good because you already know what it is, right? By then. But it's the ones who be like, oh man, I ain't even tell this person I love more. I ain't even get this person their flowers, and they took care of me when I was a baby. Those are ones be booing. Oh, I'm so sad that I didn't get a chance. Yeah, right. You had a chance, you just didn't want to do it because selfishness is inside of all humans. A lot of people don't control it. Everybody is selfish. Everybody, including me. But I know how to control my selfishness and direct my selfishness to selfishly wanting to make sure that my peoples are good. How about that? That's how you can redirect the selfishness. If you got selfishness in you, redirect it. Be like, all right, I'm gonna be selfish about making sure my daughters is copacetic, making sure they great. I'm gonna be selfish about that. I want to selfishly help my kids. I want to selfishly help my loved ones or give my loved ones their flowers. Selfishly, I want to do that. Something I want to do instead of waiting till they're no longer here and then dropping all these tears. See, I told you, Nas ain't got nothing on me on the floor. I ain't even gonna start flowing because then people gonna be trying to sign me. Like, oh, we gotta sign you. Blah, blah, blah. Columbia Records is looking for you. Like, man, I'm not doing those shows. It's for sport. No fear. I shed a lot of tears. When I lose one loved one, I lost the tears and I shed them, right? I shed them. Forget a dove. I pray to the man above that their spirit is in his hands. You heard me? I'm waiting for this to drop down, guys. We have $157 right now on so far. I done sold some of the shares as you've seen. I've sold you can watch me. I'm selling 1,000 shares at $13.77. I'm in the shares at $13.31. You understand that? So you're talking a 14-cent profit right there, 14%, 14 cent on that. And then you got 15 cent here, 13. You got 13, 16. That's 15 cent there. So I'm making 14 cent here and 15 cent there. This is what we doing, right? We doing what we call the boogie woogie. Y'all ever heard of the boogie woogie? Y'all don't know what the boogie woogie is, man. Y'all tripping. Y'all don't know what the boogie woogie is. I don't know why it won't let me out. It's just it don't want to let you out, bro. All right. So you know what happens when it doesn't want to let me out, right? I changed the game up on them. I said, all right, now you losing because you could have got 1,000 shares bought from you at $13.77, right? You could have gotten that done. Now you only will get 500 shares. The other 500 shares, I'm going to buy them from you at $12.98. You did that. You did it. You could have. The market, man. You got to battle and fight with this market constantly. Constantly fighting with the market. Yeah, look at something here. 1 to the 3 to the 4. Hold on, man. Getting a little warmer here. I gotta take. Bear with me 1 second. You guys are paying attention over here. We got an order in 500 shares being bought back at 13.77, as you can see right here. Another 500 shares being bought back at 13.16 because we already sold them up around 13.31, as you can see. We're buying them back to recover our shares so we can take that margin in between the 13.31 and the 13.16. So pay attention to that, because what's happening right now is the situation is profound and it's not trying to have me messing around with trying to make some money on the ground. I'm trying to make a couple of dollars here and it's playing games with me. But you know me, I have no fear. I'm going to make it anywhere, anyhow. You know what I'm saying, my friend? My friend, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I say, right? You understand me, right? I'm not speaking different language, right? Come on, man. Tell me, am I making any sense to you, my friend? Talk to me. Eh? You see me trading. Anybody that know how to trade, right? They're watching me. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot of people that's new that don't know anything about trading, and it's gonna look foreign to them. But if they stick around and stick in it and stick here with me, over time, you're gonna learn. Because you're gonna see what I'm doing, and you're gonna be like, oh, I see what he's doing. I could do that. Watch, but just right away, don't get frustrated and be like, I'm going to leave because I don't know what's happening. No, just stick in there and learn, right? I'm just telling you that you can do it too. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. It's just a matter of you wanting to learn. That's all. You just need to want to learn. If you want to learn, let me say it again. If you want to learn, you can learn. Like I was telling my boy earlier, I say, man, anything you put your mind to, you can do. Anything that you put your mind to, you can do, right? And they thinking, oh man, that's so clichéable. Why are you trying to give me cliches, bro? Like, listen, it is what it is, man. It's the truth. Miss Peggy told me that. When I was in kindergarten, right? At 159, Miss Peggy told me, Tony, you're very smart and you're very intelligent at a young age, and you can do anything you put your mind to. I said, really? You mean to tell me I can own my own business and open up a car dealership if I put my mind to it? Yep. You mean to tell me I can drop those big trucks with the long backs on it and they call it an 18 wheeler? I can do that too? Yep. You can own it. I can own my own trucking company too? Yep. What? You mean if I want to fly an airplane, I can go and get my pilot license and fly an airplane? Yep. And guess what? She was telling the truth. That's why Miss Peggy is my favorite teacher of all times. Miss Peggy lived right there on Bridgewood Road, right next door to my grandma. And she was my kindergarten teacher. Now go figure that out. If you got somebody living a couple doors down from you and they your kindergarten teacher, how can you have a better life than? I mean, people talk about community this and community that. There was no other community around in this vicinity that was better than China Hill. I can tell you that right now. We had 5, 6 schools, 5, 6 wrecks. My teachers lived in the community. Police officers lived in the community. Officer Friendly came out there. But see, they ain't like that. They had to take all that away. And now they drop guns and drugs and say, y'all need to be killing yourselves. Y'all can't come up. And they said, okay, give me the gun. I'll go shoot them. And then what? What happens when you go shoot them? Well, then I may have to go to jail for the rest of my life. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. I mean, I get 3 hots in the cock. Oh, you lazy bastard. You don't want to work. I got you. So you're going to make an excuse, kill your brother, so you can go get 3 hots in the cot. Oh, that's nice. That is very smart of you, man. Such an intelligent being. Maybe I should take you to the zoo and put you on presentation there. How about that? That's better than 3 hots in the cot. I'll take you to the zoo, put you on presentation, right? I feed you trees and branches and give you water from the water hose. How about that? Well, wait a minute. No, that's not humane. Wait, that's not humane? You just shot somebody. I know, but you still have to be fair. Fair. You have to be fair. I have to be fair. If you shouldn't tell me that I have to be fair because you might not like my fair. You know what I'm saying? My fair in that situation would be to not take you and put you on presentation, but take a axe and chop your head like a branch off of a tree and then feed you to the something that like the pigs or something. Yeah. I don't know what pigs are for. What are pigs for? They definitely not for eating. They not you definitely be like, oh, this pig, I'm gonna eat this pig. I'm gonna use this pig as food. No, that's not the case. The pigs is the one that eat the scrap and stuff around the earth. So why would you eat that? So what are they for? That's just like saying what are humans for? But I've heard that some people in the early settling years in time and when they fought against the Indians who was teaching them how to grow food and how to make it in life. When they fought against them and they had no way of eating and this, that, and that, I heard that they ate people too. So if you eat pigs, I think you'll eat a person. I'm just my opinion. If you eat pigs, I think you'll eat a human. Seriously, if you get hungry, I got you doing that. Me, I'm going to eat plants. I'll eat plants and berries and nuts and fruits. I'd rather do that. I can always find plants, berries, nuts, and fruits. They're all over the earth. So we'll never go hungry. Never go hungry living in the woods. So we're paying attention to the stock price, right? The stock price is hovering between 1320 and 1330, right? We're in at the top of that range at 1331. But it keep on pushing like, Tony, we're not gonna give you the profit that you're looking for. We're gonna take you up and make sure you lose today because we know you on a live stream and we're gonna show all your people on a live stream that you don't know what that you doing. And I said, oh, is that what you really want to do, huh? Okay, all right. Well, I said, game on, brother, and I'm gonna push you down the hill and I'm gonna make sure you hit your head when you roll down that hill, okay? Because I'm gonna push you towards that rock right there. And I already did the examination of the distance and the travel speed, and I multiplied it and I divided it, and I know that if I push you from this 90-degree angle, that when you roll down that hill, you're gonna crack your skull on that big rock. That's what's gonna happen to you. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? And then you just push him. Whoop, and he go hit his head on a rock. And then guess what? He's your friend forever because he's like, wow, Tony, no magic. No, I don't know magic, man. I just add and subtract. And you was somebody that I was about to subtract, but you said you wanted to be my friend to the end. And I said, all right, man, I forgive you. I let you in to be my friend to the end. This is just stories of history back when we were growing up. So don't pay me no mind. I'm filling in the time with the patience. So there's a situation where patience is necessary, right? Patience is necessary. Hello. Patience is necessary. Wake up. Smell the patience. Smell the patience. No, not CNA. CNAs. I'm not telling y'all to go smell y'all patience. I'm sorry. Don't pay that no mind. I'm just saying patience is a virtue. Patience is the virtue. It looks like it want to go up, man. It looks like it really want to hurt me. It want to go the opposite way, the way I want it to go. That's according to what I'm seeing right now. Is what I'm seeing is that it's giving me the idea that that's what it want to do. I don't like that idea that it want to go the opposite way, the way that I want it to go. I don't like that at all. Okay, so I'm looking at the 15 minute. Okay, the next 15-minute candle going to come out at what, 10:45? Yeah, so 10:45, the next 15-minute candle is going to come out, right? It's funny because I was right there at the entry of the money to be made, and it wouldn't let me make it. If you can see these lines right here, these lines are the indication of where I'm sitting with my orders. So if I told you if the snake come down and hit the trap, then guess what? I would consider that a clapback. Hey, MGO. Just sorry about that, guys. I just had to take a quick break. Talk to the production team. They back there, monkey shining and stuff like that. So I'm trying to. Window shopping. Man, you tripping. What in the? I must gotta get rid of this one then. Uh, anyway, you know this is our test period, so we just trying to iron out all of the. We're trying. But at the same time, you guys are watching me trade at the same time live. As you see, I got 500 shares being bought back at 13.17, right? Interaction. Okay, guys, that is my that's my last amount of shares left here. Is 100 shares are going out at 13.10. Looks like we're gonna be able to get that down there and be done with it. 13.10. So that's it for us. We finish our trading for the day, my friend. We made 1,396,043 cents. As you can see right here, this is the profit. This is what we did. Let's go back and do a quick overview, and I'll let you guys go. 5 minutes here. Okay, it's the 5 minute candle. These are selling on the short side, meaning when I think the stock is going down, we're selling. So, and when we think it's going up, we buying. So we sold here and bought it back here, sold here and bought it back here, sold here and bought it back there, and that's the trade for the day. 1396.43. I hope you guys followed along with that. You could have made just the same amount as I made there. But I thank you all for being here with me today on my second day of trading. I really appreciate you guys showing up. And what was going to happen is we're going to call it for today and try to get back in the morning and at the same time, same bat channel. We're going to be here streaming live 8:30 tomorrow morning. And hopefully we can make more money then. Hey man, thank you for spending a little bit of time with me, man. Remember, I want you to go share and subscribe to the broadcast I want you to like the broadcast and bring your friends and family along so that we can grow. If we grow, you grow. You roll with me, I roll with you. Thanks again, and I will see you guys in the morning. Have a rest of the day. Be beautiful for you today.